folk. Dave creeping at your dope.
Right.
You're good.
Welcome to the 19th episode of the High Vibe Guys. Do I have to count down each episode? I don't. But will I keep doing it? I will. 'Cause we about to hit 20.
It's not just you. We just did episode 359 of ours Monday night, and we do it every episode.
See?
So yeah,
That's beautiful, man. Just keep track.
Well, it makes me feel much better to know that I'm not the only person who cares about the number we do. So you got me. My name is Booze. I also go by Jermond.
Big Boozer.
Earl.
You got the Star Wars fan. You go in to do this because this is your thing.
Oh my God, bro.
Yeah. See
I
how?
mean-
Yeah. Now you know the feeling.
No, I'm just saying, bro. It's pretty simple. Just throw out a bunch of like the sunflower guy, the mitochondriac. It's real simple.
You just did mitochondriac.
Just go. Oh, young Mito. Excuse me.
Young
Just-
Mito.
Just walk down the whole body aisle and pick stuff out, and then put young, and then that, and then Asa.
Young lavender oil. No?
Gang. There
That'll
we
work.
go. There we go. Young cacao powder.
I'm not gonna let y'all do this to me.
Golden milk God.
Pretty simple.
Kill.
Pretty simple. No, that's you. That's Asa. Asa Nori Bay, the one and only.
And we got the stoned up Akil, and I said stone because he's starting to get a collection.
Yeah, buddy.
You and our special guest gonna be competing with jewelry in the next few years.
I don't think so.
I don't think it's
I don't think
competition,
so.
bro.
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna set
I
you
don't
up for
think
failure
so.
like that, bro.
Yeah.
She stay crystalled up, jewelried up, fly as
You know how
from
some
head
people
to
like,
toe.
I'm about to do something, and then some people be like, "This is what I do."
Yep.
That's
What she do.
yeah. Vibrate.
That's what she do. That's what she does.
Mm.
Are we gonna introduce
man.
her now, or when it's time for her to
You
actually?
gotta let
We
it
give it a
build
minute.
up.
We give
bro.
it- we
You
give it
gotta
a
let
minute.
it build
We
up.
let it build
You
up,
gotta let
alright.
it erect.
She gonna need one of them table drum rolls when it's
Right.
time to.
Okay. All right. So we and Asa were talking about something earlier. Me and Asa are into comic books and comic book shows. I think that's fair to say. Akil is kind of.
Only if they good. 'Cause
Only
some,
if they good.
some stuff be cheesy.
I don't like the Flash. That's me personally.
Yeah,
It reminds me of like Spider-Man in the early 2000s. Like I feel like it's just corny. But
I was rocking with the Flash, man. Damn.
I don't think I seen the episode.
they got the last
I got
season
like
I watched.
6 episodes in, then, or 6 seasons in.
They had a musical show. Like when they get to that point, and they doing like that.
Oh yeah, that's when it's about to jump the shark, as they say.
Or so when they trying to just do
Well, it's
anything to
probably
keep your
already jumped
attention
the
for an
shark.
hour, and it's like,
Yeah.
man, this ain't why I'm watching this. But he was watching Black Lightning, which I'm also a fan of. I feel like he said, the production value got some to it.
Especially if you seen a Marvel movie already, it's a wrap. You're not trying to watch it for the visuals.
But I'll say though, as far as like information, a decent black comic book character, superhero, good script, good writing, good acting across the board. I feel like it hits all those notes, man. And it's like it's something that can pull you in. Especially, it's one or two characters I think are done extremely well. Jill Scott's on there. Some guy with a weird hairline plays. He has that Widow's Peak joint going. You know what I mean? Plays Black Lightning, and then Tobias.
My favorite character in DC history so far.
In DC history.
I'm saying, man, I just like the actor. I think the actor did such a great job.
Yeah,
He made
yeah.
me like the character.
He definitely brought life to it, man.
Yeah, man.
And I think it's cool.
Evil genius.
And I like we need to be shown in that realm, man. You know what I mean, more often, because we need figures to kind of look up to and figures for us to kind of be able to follow along with, because we don't have many of them, at least as far as that goes. Do we have any? Oh yeah, and you were gonna bring up kind of some things you saw within that episode too.
Yeah, so this is character named Lala, a evil bad guy named Lala. I don't know how they put that together. But anyways, he gets resurrected from the dead, and the first time they show him after being resurrected, he has his book in his hand, and then when he lifts it up, it says the Egyptian Book of the Dead. And if anybody who's familiar with our comedic sciences, you know that's another book title for the book of coming forth by day.
Oh,
Right? The science of the resurrection process is in there too. But I just like how they insert, some some jewels or whatever with less limitations than most of the stuff we see on everyday TV.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because this costume is cheesy, the performance and all that is whack, but the little jewels and the little snippets, if you got the eye, is nice. You know, if you want to soak some stuff up or get some reference points.
You guys not making me want to watch this show.
Not want to watch it?
Hey,
He said it's
go
cheesy,
straight to
it's
is
garbage, but then it's one
Yeah,
part
man.
with a book.
You
All
gotta-
right, sweet.
So look, go in on like season 3 or something like that. Cause
Yeah.
then you get to see him really going in his
2 and 3
evil
are
bag.
good. 2 and 3 are good, man.
Yeah.
But you gotta watch season 1 for the build up, right? So you just jump in like,
And
all right,
actually,
well,
man, I think they do more like the kind of like backstory later in the series anyway. You know what I mean? Like he kind of started off when he got powers and zapping the motherfuckers left and right, zip zip that type joint. But yeah, just something to kind of tune into and support. And speaking of support and supporting black things, we're gonna go into supporting and talking about our black guest today.
wait, we ready for the drum roll? Or we?
I think it's
Or
about
you
that time.
gonna give it like a good build up?
Yeah, I mean, like, so who do we have in the building today? We have a lady who I've been inspired by personally, who I've watched and grow, and I watched rub shoulders with CEOs,
Facts.
with people who run the country.
Where's that damn bell at? King.
Didn't
There we go.
Hillary Clinton or Barack Obama, somebody had been to her shop.
Not just them, multiple
Well, I was thinking of current
dignitaries.
dignitaries. This is one of the people inside the city of Detroit. Her and her family own one of the flyest, most well-respected, well-known businesses, and they're on the verge, and they have been on the verge for a long time of blowing up. Even more so, I should say. Let me take that back because they always doing big things.
Big things.
We have very few guests who, like, as far as the business world, who I really aspire to kind of like, I don't know, I look up to, so to speak. And she's
wanna
definitely
be
one of those
like you.
people.
She want to be like you.
I do.
It's all good.
I do. Style-wise, a style icon in the city. She is, though.
Facts.
She is. She's one of them people you can see.
Facts.
She's one of them people you can see in a crowd of 1,000 people and be like, oh, there go Espy.
Yep.
You know what I mean? it is no hesitation. There
It's
go
like
Espy.
it's like having a black and white picture with like like where's Waldo in the middle. Oh, there you go, right there.
Right there.
Cow.
And it also lets you recognize, like, man, I am very basic with my clothing. You know, like,
Speak for yourself.
well, I said I. You know, I as in
Shit.
myself.
Because the kill definitely got rocking the Yoshi socks.
Boy.
And those are cool.
You are such a
Oh, God.
My
I
sock
wish
game
you
is
could get his
immaculate.
freaking socks on camera.
Sock game is immaculate.
But this was an excellent segue too, because we just got finished talking about vibrations, and you talking about one of the dopest vibrators.
Yeah.
We know.
So
Time.
everybody give a shout out to our famous, well-known guest, Espy. I don't even know your last name, Espy. Espy
Good.
from Sweet Potato Sensations. Oh,
have
we
a
gonna
last name,
we
so
gonna put it inside of the commentary on the podcast. You know what I mean?
At a fly.
Look at those glasses.
At a fly.
Y'all is so, I'm done with
You got
y'all
like some of
today.
the whitest teeth in the world. Sheesh.
You
And
and
the
the-
boys are super straight.
You and the kid
Good
can
Lord.
compete with smiles.
Jeez.
Y'all is so funny.
Louise.
Thank you
Y'all
for
got me
making the kill
literally
feel better.
cheesing from ear to ear right now. Like, seriously. Y'all
Get
is so
ready for
funny.
this cheek muscle workout, baby.
Cheek muscle workout? Oh my God.
What do you let me ask you a quick question before we jump into it.
Yes.
Like, do you have a stylist? Like, do you
Do
have
I have a stylist?
Yeah. Did you see what you wearing today?
Have you heard that French Montana?
What am I wearing?
Man,
I just got some jeans
somebody-
on, some boots, and like a shirt and a thing.
Blue's
And the
not
thing.
hip. Blue's got
And
a
the
good hip.
and the
And the thing,
accessories to go with it, and crystalled up and
I'm s-
coppered up with the
Y'all
super
is so
dope
funny.
crystal game. Oh my god.
Hey,
Oh
you
my
gotta get
god,
paid
I'm so
sometimes,
jealous.
man.
I gotta get the
soak it
energy
up.
all the way together,
You gotta
okay?
soak it up
Especially
like a
right now.
sponge.
You gotta get like, where are the crystals now?
Look
I
at
know.
the
Where are they
Earrings.
Did
Good
you
job.
see the earring?
Sheesh.
Did you? Was that Rosa Parks?
Where?
Who was
On
on,
the
your
On this
earring?
side?
Who was that on your
It's definitely
earring?
not Rosa Parks.
It was a quick flash.
I
Who
know.
was it?
It's Frida Kahlo.
Oh, okay,
Uh-oh.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Okay.
Gang gang.
It was a quick
Y'all
flash,
si-
bro.
y'all
Chill,
silly.
chill.
Y'all silly.
What so? She has.
Was that
on-
Whoopi Goldberg? You are ridiculous. Jesus Christ. Way to go, Ozzy.
Y'all silly.
But so what do you get like the clothes made? Who makes that? Because that is not something that you buy at Target.
Yeah, I don't really. So I only shop at Target for real. Like if I'm getting like staple
Sponges?
pieces. You stupid. Sponges, you stupid. I only shop if I'm getting like staple pieces from Target. So like sometimes panties I get from Target. I mean that's TMI, but I'm gonna say it anyway.
I'm good with
Socks.
that. I'm okay with you talking about
Thank
that.
you. I like talking about panties.
Uh-uh.
Panties, socks.
Hey, where's the
Sometimes.
Do you see how she's? Do you see how she's going around telling us where she gets her
No,
clothes
I'm about to
custom
tell you
created?
where- I'm about to tell you where I
she
get
getting
stuff
to that
from.
booze, Captain
I
Impatient?
mean, like, right. I
Right.
mean, he said, somebody
Get
said
it.
Target. Y'all silly. Somebody said Target, so I'm like, well, Target. I love Target for the record. I love Target.
Do you call it Target or Tarjay?
I call it Target.
The unicorn jingles, bro. The unicorn jingles.
Chill.
I'm trying to.
Unicorn.
Listen, bro.
I'm
I
stuck
can't.
Chill out,
5
bro.
minutes ago.
If the whole episode, we would take up the whole episode trying to break down how fly her outfit is right now.
Hey, man.
So
You a trendsetter for real. You a trendsetter.
facts.
You know what I mean? Like with the stuff you do, like even with the yarn in your hair, like that's like something I feel like I've seen you do for years now, and people are kind of getting hip to it now. You know what I mean? The crystals, look at the kid trying to bite your style off rip.
Right.
Y'all stupid.
I swear.
I'm not a writer. I'm a biter.
And she just flipped out her mask. She went from the what was the initial mask saying
It said, mind my black owned business.
to the Black Wealth Matters mask.
You know.
Yeah.
It's
This one I
nothing.
can breathe better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good
So I won't get too
Sheesh.
hot.
I use this mask when I'm walking outside.
I was about to
and
say,
use
she got-
this
I
mask.
do. I got
Yeah.
work mask. I got like gym mask. I don't go to the gym, but I got like
Bruh.
outside gym kind of mask. I got like driving mask if I want to, like, if somebody.
Is
you
that not
know.
the most ballerish shit you ever heard in your life?
You gotta, if you gotta,
It's a
listen, if
pandemic
we have
and I
to
got-
wear,
This is
if we
my
gotta
shoe
wear,
box.
yes, cute panties, yes. If, people talking about cute panties. If you have to wear the mask, then wear the mask. And because I'm already into style and stuff like that, why would I have a basic mask?
Man.
I got two.
And she,
makes
just,
no
and, she
sense.
just, and she just confirmed though that I am basic.
I mean, seriously. Like, I mean, I just can't. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, when I was able to have a mask, it was like, oh, which ones will I have? I have Step in Time mask. I got this mask came. What's this girl? My Shea Moisture Fellows program. Neapolitan. I have other black-owned business masks. My other one you just saw that I had on. My other homegirl brought me a mask. Like, I have probably about 15.
I
maybe.
got two.
You ain't see me because I was in my other beans.
Yep.
That shit
Yep.
with that Kanye
Yep.
chip. Oof.
You so silly.
We talking about Max.
Yeah.
We ain't even.
I know we haven't even got to anything
But
yet.
if you have to wear it,
But that's
then wear it.
But you got that much swag that like we could talk about masks with you for an hour. We can eat up the whole show
Facts.
talking about your mask.
You so silly.
Or we can
Big
stare.
facts.
No, but she said something that I wanted to touch on. You said minding my black-owned business. Talk about your black-owned business.
Right.
Yeah, give us.
The air's kicking. It feels so much better here. Woo! Okay, so Sweet Potato Sensations, family owned and operated for the last 32 years, of course, making any and everything out of fresh sweet potatoes daily. Pies, cookies, cheesecake, cake, ice cream, cobbler, candy yams, muffin, cupcake, cornbread, chicken, waffles, pancakes, grits, black eyed pea, collard green soup. With a sweet potato lover's heaven on earth, Pumpkin's cousin with an attitude, revolutionizing the way the world tastes sweet potatoes, and keeping the legacy of George Washington Carver alive.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
love it.
I wish I was like her Flavor Flav.
Yeah, boy.
She might hire you, bro. This
You
the time.
Yeah.
Put that best foot
That just
forward.
got me hyped. I want to go eat right now.
I love sweet potatoes too. Sweet potatoes are. I said this before. If I was stuck on an island with one item to eat, it would be sweet potatoes.
Really?
Because they're
Okay.
versatile.
How you gonna cook them?
On the island, wood fire is
In
full.
the
Okay.
Yeah,
In the sun.
Yeah.
With a coconut.
you can shave them thin and eat them raw too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I really
Facts.
wasn't a super fan. Like, my daddy is the reason why this whole thing got started. My mother's not even a super fan. We just make it. But I do like candy yams. I am liking, now that I'm more like in a health space, baked sweet potatoes are really good with stuff, you know? So,
That is
Oh,
hilarious.
definitely.
She just said that I was not a big fan of sweet potatoes,
No.
although we make sweet potatoes every day.
everything. We know what good food tastes like. We don't have to eat it, you know what I'm saying?
Fact. Factory.
The sweet potato cake is good, though. That's my joint. Yeah.
The cake, not the pie.
I mean, the pie is always good. I mean, I taste everything to make sure that everything is still in order. I have to go through every so often to be like, let me just taste to make sure things, you know. You have to. You have to. Just to
Big
make sure
facts.
that everything is, you know, in order.
So the last show we talked about our journey when it came to like learning and who we are and blah blah blah. Your energy, cause you got this. Not
Yeah.
only do you look a certain way, But like,
I saw my sister the same thing. You look a certain way. I'm like, what way is that?
I
Fly,
mean, it's a good
fine,
thing.
dope.
Definitely. But if there were a blind man, let's say,
Mm-hmm.
around in the same room with us,
Yeah.
he could feel
I would
your
agree.
energy too.
Yeah.
So what?
Come on
Were
now.
you always
Come on
like
now.
This is
Oh,
this when
facts.
you were younger, or did
Was
like
I always
life
like this? I'm
hit
trying
you
to
with
see and I can't
pressure and
see
you
it.
came back a certain way, or what? Like how do you turn out like this?
This was most definitely a process. This is nothing I just like woke up. I've always been different. Always. Like, I've always been taller, always been darker, which I love being dark. I freaking don't want to be any other complexion but darker than this. If I can be darker than this, I will take it all the way. I've always said I want to have the darkest babies in the world. The darkest, most beautiful
You
babies
hear
in
that,
the world.
fellas?
And I want to, like, empower them to be the dopest, darkest babies ever. For real.
I'm not dark
So-
enough, huh?
You are so fun. Listen, I've always said if I had a man that big me up the way he does, man,
I ain't dark. I'm not
I'm
dark.
like,
You almost there, bro.
I'm about to go sunbathe right after. Yeah, this dude is butt naked on the roof.
Akil be
I might
like,
get
I'll
on
be
something.
like, thank you, Akil. I really appreciate that. You made that
Cause
for
you
real.
fly. You
so
and young Jen. Peace to Jen.
I know,
Super
Jenny,
y'all
yeah.
super dumb fly.
So, I think as a kid, so I remember, so I had to think about it for a second because I was like, when did this whole thing kind of come into play? And I was in elementary school and my mother made me a poodle skirt for a play that I was in, like a 1950s kind of situation. And I wanted to wear that poodle skirt to school every day after that. And I think that's when kind of like this whole thing started with like poodle skirts. Like I wear a lot of big skirts, a lot of big things or whatever. And then getting older and then not really finding clothing that fit me. Like when I was in high school, I had to wear Dickies. I wore men's pants. I wore men's shirts. I went to private school. But I wore men's pants. I wore men's shirts. I had to wear men's jerseys because there wasn't any clothing to fit me. And so as I got older and started doing more shopping and working in retail and things like that, I discovered I can create my own shit. I don't got to look like everybody else. If you don't make it for me, I'll create it for myself. And I don't have to look like anybody else. So forget what your standard of beauty is supposed to look like. I am the standard of beauty.
Oh.
This is what it is. So if you think that is supposed to be cute, that is also cute, but I am also in there as well. So I'll make it for myself. And so I created this whole, it just kind of happens. I don't try. My closet looks like this. I don't have, even, like, to me, this is regular. This is
That's
regular.
what's up,
My sister's like, you're not regular. Like, even when you're
swear
regular,
you're
is not regular.
It's not. I give you the prime example of not regular. Coming into this grocery store with a tutu on, right? Is not regular. You know what I mean? And it's one of the things like when I think part of what they're saying is that makes you extremely fly is your confidence in what you're doing too. You know what I mean? Because you're not trying. It is very natural, and you can see when people are trying to push themselves into that realm of being a unique individual. And I think with you, it just comes so natural that is magnetic. And I've seen you in different spheres and spaces, and that you do have that energy that pulls people to you. You know what I mean? Like, what's the billionaire dude that you kicked it with back in the day? You know what I'm talking about? What's his name?
Warren Buffett.
Warren Buffett.
I'm done with you right now.
I'm serious.
He came to your store, didn't he?
No, I
To
was
the
on the
shop.
panel. I launched the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Business Program in 2013. And so I was on the panel with him, Rick Snyder, Lloyd Blankfein to talk about business in Detroit. Interestingly enough, they wanted somebody on the panel to launch the program on MSNBC, CSNBC, all that looked different. So all the time people tell me, you need to dress like this, to look like this, to be around these people. You have to look like this, to do that, to be around that. I was able to show up as myself, a little bit different. I have a business funky version of myself that I
tempered it a little.
that I still do, but it's still me. I was rocking Frida Kahlo earrings. I had on the Soul Detroit shirt. I had a little jean blazer, an African print shirt, and some big ass glasses on. People were like, "Who styled you for the day? Who did this?" I'm like, I just went in my closet and was like, "What is kind of business-esque to be on MSNBC?" So, and that's when I started feeling. So I started pushing the envelope a little bit at a time, to see like, can I be in a Goldman Sachs program around these like dope ass business owners that are like millionaires and whatever that wear suits and stockings and kitty heels and whatever? Can I be in the class with a top hat on? Let's just go and see. And I would go to class, do presentations in a top hat. And I have people that own businesses like, I just want to be comfortable too. I want to dress. So I'm like, so I tell people, I give people permission. I'm your permission slip. Do what the hell you want to do. I'm not saying go wearing pajama pants and sock and house shoes. I'm not saying that. I'm saying be your true authentic self the way you are, and that in itself makes room for you.
Well, you just made it clear to me that I'm going commando for the rest of the year. All right?
Please don't. Please. And if you do not
We just
include
don't
me in
tell
any
nobody.
outings.
A lot of people do that all the time.
Commando with hoop shorts every day.
Especially hoop shorts. Oh God.
We talk about them.
Especially in the summertime, we definitely don't wear underwear in the summertime.
Yeah.
It's too hot.
It is funny. I just spoke with my homegirl about this the other day. She was like, I
Please
don't wear
don't
underwear.
show.
I just don't unless, like, it's a reason that I have to wear it. I was like, damn, is that the world that women live in? Because I didn't know that was, like, a thing.
What,
I'm
wearing
enjoying
underwear?
this
Wearing
topic right
underwear.
here.
Especially if you're wearing a skirt, most definitely.
So
Yeah.
let's dive into this topic a little more. No?
But I
Like,
did.
how rashi are we going to get on this
I did
podcast?
have another thing I wanted to say. I wanted to ask though, do you feel like having like the support of your family and having that strong family background helps you be in that space where you feel very free and empowered? Because I think that you have a great family structure, you know what I mean? And a lot of us don't have that, man. And I think what winds up happening is we kind of keep up with the Joneses as opposed to being our own self.
Yeah.
Because you don't have the same level of support to kind of be yourself. I got a homeboy I grew up with. And
Oh, you about to out somebody else that you love. Jeez.
oh man.
Oh, my God, bro.
And he told me one day, he was like, man, I really wanted to do ballet when I was young. You know what I mean? And like I was like, well, okay, why are you telling me now? We're like 30. And he was like, man, I was just
I just signed up for a class.
well, he was just like, man, I wish I just would have been supported to do it, because I couldn't really, be my authentic, more or less though. He was saying he couldn't be his authentic self because he didn't feel like he was gonna get support from his friends, and he ain't have, So I was just thinking, do you really think that that structure that you have as far as a family goes? Because I know your family is tight too. Helps you kind of be who you are?
I would definitely say so. I mean, my dad, who just called me while I was doing this thing, I remember being younger, him telling me, you won't be able to get in corporate America looking like that. And I don't say that as a mean thing. I don't want to make sure I'm clear. I love my daddy. My black daddy, I love him to death, or to life. But I said then, like, I don't want to be in corporate America. I didn't even plan on, that wasn't what I was trying to do. And I remember saying that. I was young, and I don't even know what I was planning to do, but I knew I wasn't going to be doing that. And so I think that it does help because my dad looks at me and just shakes his head like, it's my daughter. Because I'm just like him.
Yeah.
So he can't help it. I look just like him, but a woman version of him.
Yeah.
And so I think it does help. And I think they also see how it makes room for me. So I think it would be a little concerning if the way I presented myself did not make room for me, or when I opened up my mouth and started talking, it did not make room for me. But because when I open my mouth up and start talking, it's like, oh, she's fun and she got some sense. Oh, okay, so maybe we can, whatever. So I definitely think that my mother, especially, my mother thinks I'm the dopest thing since sliced bread. Me and my sister, I mean, I'm like, Ma, because I'm your daughter. She's like, oh, no, I'm just so proud. I am just so proud of my daughters. You all are just, I'm like, God, Ma, thanks. Like, you super dope, too. So I definitely think having the support of my family, and then just also learning that you don't have to like it. And that's hard because it hasn't always, even when you see me out dressing a certain way, sometimes I'm experimenting. I'm like, I'm going to put on this white beaded dress today with a denim jacket and these Jeffrey Campbell shoes. It's a little different. I'm going to try it and see how people respond to it. And a lot of times when I'm feeling my worst, I dress my best, if you will. Because that's just how I'm trying to like perpetuate or like try to like get off the negative energy. I try to like reverse it with like how I'm dressing. Or I like to see how people respond to what I'm doing. Like, oh, were you going to an event? No, going to Whole Foods. I'm hungry. A piece of pizza. They're like, oh, that's it. So I try to tell people like, wear your favorite outfit every day. Like, why are you waiting to wear your favorite outfit? Like, who are you waiting for? Like especially right now in these times right now, like we haven't been taught that life is short and that moments are short and we have to appreciate people where the F we at right now versus waiting for this time of appreciation, waiting for the moment, waiting for this whole something to erect from the sky, something to grow off the ground. We need to show people right now what's important. And I like to do that with just the way I present myself and show people, be yourself right now. Because I would hate to be older and say I wanted to dance or I wanted to do this and didn't feel as though I was supported because of how I would be looked at or perceived at what I wanted to do. I mean, people all the time that say, I wish I could do what you do. Well, you have to start somewhere. You have to start somewhere.
And that permission slip you give out, though, that's a real thing, though, man, because, like I said, people don't always have that support in order to be themselves and to do what they want to do with their lives, and to feel confident doing it, because you need to be confident in what you do. Otherwise, you won't really follow through with it.
Or just keep going till you feel confident. I don't feel confident a lot of times. I'll be like, oh, Lord, this is going to be different.
You'll never be able to tell.
Because I'm not, because you won't be it, because I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to show you. Well, I'm going to show you my hand like that. I mean, I can tell you now. But I'm not, because I say it now because people need to know that people like, have you ever been non-confident? Have you always dressed like this? It's like, it's all a process. We all are on our own journey somewhere. Some of it goes like this, and then some of it goes out, we come back together again, whatever the case is. But this right here is a process. Being darker, heavier, bigger, everybody looking at you like, oh, you're just a fun friend. Yeah. You're not, like you're not the cute one or whatever. So you have to make things work for you.
Who are
these people?
I mean, when you grow up in kids, you know what I'm saying?
About to pull up.
Right. I mean, when you grow up as a kid, I talked about the other day to people, to my sister, we had a conversation, like things that trigger you. Like, you know, like when I was a kid, in high school, I had a best friend. Well, I still have a best friend, Charnette. She was like 4'11", Pocahontas looking, bow leg, brown skin, super cute. And here it is, SB, 6 feet tall, 200-some pounds, dark skin, sitting on the basketball team. We were like complete opposites.
Looking like a motherfucking Hershey's bar.
Like a snack, boy.
I didn't get appreciated then. Now
I
get appreciated. But then it was like, you're grandma, you the auntie. People wouldn't check for me then. And so when you're a kid and you don't get checked for, that kind of does something to you.
Yeah.
It does something to you.
Yeah.
Now it's a different story because it's like, oh, you have these things to offer, you're this, and the third. But then people ain't checking for you. So you have to gain that confidence from somewhere. You have to find that shit. You have to put some water on something. You have to put some fertilizer and something on your own.
Facts.
Because people ain't going to give it to you when you don't look like the norm. So at some point, the norm has to be, the not norm has to be okay with you. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Now.
Can we speak about not norm and hair and how you guys are kind of like, I would say you and your sister kind of push to make, in Jamaica just the other day, a court ruled that certain schools can ban different hairstyles.
In Jamaica?
In Jamaica, right? And
dreadlocks ain't on that list because
I think they were referring to locks in particular, probably.
What?
Excuse me, not dreadlocks.
Yeah,
locks.
locks.
My bad.
It's all good. It's like you said, try 100 times. But so can you talk about kind of how you and your sister got into that process of I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head.
Tis, friend. Naturally Fly Detroit presents We Rock Dope Hair Natural Hair Experience.
Sweet Potato Sensations. I know that.
How about
that one? So, because that's major, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I believe Asa spoke.
Yeah,
spoke
he
there.
spoke there.
That was the funnest, coolest presentation I ever did in my entire life. After my first ever presentation with Dr. Kiefer, but that's just because it was, the first time. But after that, out of every presentation, rocking out at the Naturally Fly event was just, man, I was soaking up the energy. That was lit for sure.
How did y'all get to that stage, that particular platform to do something so big with around natural hair?
So it started. So we moved across the street to our bakery cafe that we have now. We've been there since 2009. We first moved over there. So when I was a kid, my mom always said, "We're gonna have a cafe one day. You can do your poetry readings there. You can do this there. We'll have this." And I was like, "Okay, Mom." Then we actually got it, and she was like, "There's space for y'all to do things if y'all want to do some stuff." And so Jennifer was always on the natural hair blogs or whatever, like researching stuff. Because she has to research things, and she's like the ultimate investigator. Like if you need to find something about something or somebody, she already know. Like, let me tell you what I found the other day. I'm like, girl, what you see? So she was like, people are doing these natural hair things. We should do something. And I was like, then this is 10 years ago. I was like, nobody know who we are. We can't do no event. Anybody gonna show up? That's the worst doing event. Nobody shows up. You done plan and nobody shows. I think people do events. That's the word. Like you fear that.
That's
People
every one
say
of my birthday
whoever
parties.
you said what?
That's every one of my birthday parties.
Shut up, boo.
People say like whoever shows up, shows up, and it's like yeah, but you want people to show up. So there was a girl we met. Shout out to Sheeta Boo. That was doing a natural hair event, I think in Flint or something like that. And something had happened with her family where she was unable to continue to the event. And her and Jennifer had been in a correspondence. And so she said, well, you could take it over. Something to that nature. You could take it over. And so we were like, okay. So we started planning for this event. And then another friend at the time said, you all should post the event on Facebook. And I was like, oh, we put it on Facebook and people don't show up. This will really be bad. Like this will be bad. Right. So
everybody was there.
Right. So the first event we posted on Facebook and we started getting over 100 RSVPs. And Jennifer was like, what are we going to do? My mama said, what we going to do is black women got their hair done in the kitchen. Back in the day, fried, dye, laid to the side. We're going to push everything back. We're going to cover everything up. We're going to push the racks and the mixers and everything back. We're going to put the chairs in the kitchen. We have it in the kitchen. And I was like, for real? In your brand new kitchen? We just moved into this building. Are you serious? She's like, And y'all can put some vendors out here in the front. So I had all my friends that make cool shit. Had like 7 or 8 tables out there in the front. And it was like this cold, like underground railroad kind of like you would come in. People would be like, there's supposed to be an event happening here today. I don't see no event. It'd be like, come back to the kitchen. It'd be all these chairs lined up in the kitchen. So we did like 4 events in the kitchen. They actually got to a number that was a little intense, but nobody complained.
Them good problems.
Yeah, it was like we had like 250 people.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, in the kitchen, like
sweet potato sensations.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's called a fire hazard.
Yeah, that was like we were like, what do we do? And people it was hot. Some people was like getting a little hot because it was a lot of people in the kitchen. We had panel discussions back there. We talked about stuff. Nefertiti came with her
Shout out to Nefertiti.
sound bowl.
Mama
We
Nefertiti.
did all kind of work in the kitchen. People took their wigs off and was crying about that. I mean, it was some serious sisterhood. It was like serious, and people were looking for this to happen every couple months. Like it was that situation where we had a following. And so I think Alicia and or John, we were trying to find somewhere else to go because apparently 250 people in your kitchen is totally illegal. You know what I'm saying? Safe-wise, you just can't, can't do it. And so how do you grow from here? So Alicia and John were like, have it across the street. And we were like, really? So it just slowly went across the street. It got bigger and bigger and bigger. And then, of course, we're in an artist networking community, so all of our friends are super freaking dope, creating things, speaking about things, manifesting shit, doing stuff, creating stuff, painting things, whatever. So it was a natural kind of progression of things. And then people started coming from other cities and states to vend and show their wares, want to participate and whatever. So this would have been, if COVID didn't show its head, this would have been our 10th year anniversary.
Wow.
In the first weekend of June.
So when y'all do at it, 10th one is just going to slap.
It's going to be 11th, 10th, 11th.
Hey,
Right.
whatever. However you wanna
So it
play
was just like people, and I really feel like we got on this train, if you will, at the time the natural hair movement was really popping off around the country. People trying to figure out how to wear your hair. Now I grew up in Fellowship Chapel, so I've been rocking natural hair for a while. And I started before my mother started, my sister started as well. So I started first. My dad was like, "You're gonna change your family. Your mom and sister are following you." And I was like, I'm trying to liberate myself, and I'm wearing hair wraps and getting in trouble in the Catholic school for wearing hair wraps because I couldn't wear them other than Black History Month.
But again, that's you being in front of the wave, though. You know what I mean? That's you being in front of the wave. You know.
For real.
And also, you said 2 things. One, you set the precedent. You know what I mean? And like I know you weren't the first person with natural hair stuff, but you definitely.
Yeah.
Did you learn that at that high school?
Little Rock Central High School.
Little Rock Central.
Word precedent.
Y'all so silly.
That's just so you know.
Whatever, man.
They
Ask
got
him to
Thank y'all
spell
for
it.
watching.
Little Rock Central High School. That's easy. It's easy.
Yes, spell precedent.
Oh, precedent.
Look at it.
Let's get back to the show.
Not
so
president. Precedent.
Oh God.
Yeah.
You guys.
Radio
so
silence.
I knew.
Y'all are so silly.
Oh my God. About to cuss everybody out in this room.
He tried to sound it out in his head.
He needs some help, Dave.
So what I was saying. So the one was like you always in front of the wave before it becomes the pattern or the trend. But then too, like you went back to saying like your mom's helped you by allowing you to do a big event inside the kitchen, and that's that family support again. And I just think it's so dope that you got that, man, because A lot of us don't.
Yeah.
But it's reiterating to me the importance of it, especially even us trying to go into business. And I guess I didn't mean to cut you off. You kind of what you say. So you were the 10th year of doing Naturally Fly Hair Detroit.
Naturally Fly Detroit. We rock dope hair, a natural hair experience.
Okay, well give me some letters to do that with an NFTB.
NFD.
You wouldn't remember.
You so silly.
If she gave you the acronym, you would not
Give
remember.
me the acronym, man. Make it simple and put it on a piece of paper and put it on the wall for me. Yeah. So, So as a business owner, where do you take that next, or what is the next move for that? Is this something? Is there another level?
To what?
Would naturally,
AKA, I'm not telling you
Yeah.
nothing
Dora.
until I'm implementing my plan.
is that what that is? You just not gonna tell us until you get it going, because it's got to be a next level for that.
Booze. It might be vultures on the call or on listening right now.
Hey.
It's like,
Oh, man.
yes,
Wouldn't you like to
I'm
know?
doing naturally sweet hair. We're gonna change the name a little bit.
Oh, so silly.
That's all people got. Because
Yep.
when you the real deal, you know what I'm saying?
And
Succubus.
And this is one of the things I learned too, man, in life is this. It's like you can steal an idea, but you need to actually be able to implement it. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Well, a lot of times what I've heard is at the same time you're thinking of something, there's another 1,500 people that are thinking of the exact
Come on,
same
man. Come on.
idea you're thinking of, and it all boils down to who acts first.
There we go.
Execution.
So a lot of times it's like, wait, that was my idea, and it's like, yeah, so was it his and hers and his and hers too.
Yeah.
But
Nothing new under the sun.
if you pussyfoot too long around it and you wait,
Right.
then somebody
Right.
else is going to have the same thought. There's nothing new. We're all recreating a recreation of something, and we add our own spin to it. You know what I'm saying? And then also, can't nobody do you.
Facts.
Can't nobody do you. So whatever. So it's like for me, whatever God has for me is for me. And if I tell somebody what I'm working on or whatever, they can do it, but it will never be me.
Yeah.
It's just like me and Jennifer do the natural hair events. We don't have the title on natural hair events. We don't have the copyright on it. Everybody does one. But it's me and Jennifer, so it's gonna be different. Because we're different. And not that anybody else isn't different.
But you're your own.
It's gonna be
authentic
them.
self. Yeah.
So it's like for us, it's like we grew up in Fellowship Chapel. So African drumming, pouring libations, honor the ancestors, all that stuff is in us. That's part of us. So that has to be part of whatever we do. Asking the elders for permission for different things. We didn't even start doing Naturally Fly until we talked to Nefertiti, Baba Ari, Sheila Everett. That was like, it was like permission to speak. Can y'all please support what we're doing? Do you support what we're doing? And it's like, yeah. And they were even shocked that we even asked for permission for them to be a part, because so many people are just doing stuff and not even considering the elders that have paved the way, that have done all the things that we're already doing. And we act like we're too savvy and cute and young to even to even include them. Don't get me, don't.
Ooh, child.
So I got a question. What kind
Oh
of
my God, hey Keisha.
what kind of men do you like? Is that way off base? Are we not there?
Bruh.
You are so silly. I'm so.
Dude,
I'm telling you,
you
I
get
saw
19 episodes in. I have never seen that look on his face before. I'm just.
I'm telling you, a kid, I
Heart
tell
eyes
Jennifer
coming
all the
out.
time.
Jesus
I'm telling
Christ,
you.
bro, what's going on right now?
Let me tell you about this. We, as women and men, how do I say this? We forget the call. We are not in tune with each other enough to understand the call of each other, how we speak to each other. If we understood the call of what that feels like and sounds like, we would operate a lot differently to understand connections. If we want to talk about male, female, or whoever relationships, in this case, male, female. Yeah, so I think that's just a random note. But when we talk about dating and things like that, I feel like we just miss the energy because we're so focused on other things that we don't know what it feels like somebody hear you, and for you to understand what that inner call sounds like when you connect with somebody, and what it means to connect, and what it means to hear somebody talking and you reciprocate that. Does that make sense? Okay.
It just sounded good to listen to too.
Because we're so busy like,
we was just stuck.
but it's like, you got to understand the call. You got to be in tune. A lot of us are not in tune because we just on some other type of stuff. And if we're about building, nation building, family building so that we can have other black and brown children that feel supported to do whatever the fuck they want to do. However they want to do it, however they want to do it with whoever they want to do it with, then we would have a lot more free people out here. Instead of being in chains, invisible chains, confined by a lot of different things because we could not do what we want to do. I can't dress like that because my mama said everything got to match. I can't wear my Superman outfit to school because that's not appropriate or whatever. It's so many different, we just...
You can answer that later.
We were just talking about being in tune just before you walked into it.
We don't have enough
Just
time, okay?
Just answer that later.
We were just talking about being in tune. And
I
Shut
like
up.
dark. I'm
Drink out my
sorry, but I
coffee cup.
like chocolate ass, man. I do.
Damn.
I like big chocolate guys. I like tall.
Sunbathing time, boy.
Yeah, I do.
God, I gotta go
But I do
sunbathe.
appreciate. But you know, I'm saying this. Your height is perfect because when you hug somebody, the top of your head fits for me right under your chin, and that is comfort.
Bong, bong.
I would. It is. I'm telling you that for real. I'm being straight up with you right now, for real.
Bong, bong. So I got to sunbathe and gain like 40 pounds of pure muscle.
Because when you went
Probably.
big, you lost a lot of weight, and I
did.
was like, "What's going on?" Killed and he went all the way down.
I got
I
pectorals.
used to date a
now.
guy like long time ago. He was like 180 pounds soaking wet, maybe. And I just had to put a pillow on him to like rest.
That sounds like
Because he was just too small. I had to put a pillow on his chest because it would hurt.
I'm about a buck.
I like
84
some
now.
cushion. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to feel it's back to being. So it's like I want to put on my boyfriend or husband's oversized t-shirt and feel like all cute and stuff. I don't put on a t-shirt and be like
Yeah,
tight.
I got on the medium. I
I'm
got on the
spending the
medium.
night. I'm gonna spend the night bag. I want to put on your shirt and be like,
I'm wearing a medium right now. So
That's what I wear. So we gonna be like wearing the same clothes,
oh, that's hilarious.
all right, let's change the subject. Wearing the same
Then
clothes.
you wanna ask me, you know what I'm saying? Everybody going crazy.
Yeah,
They-
Y'all gonna have a
Thank you.
dope crystal collection too.
I swear, bro.
I got an altar too at the house. I got crystals and everything on it.
Oh
I
my,
got
chill out,
candles.
chill out,
I know it's like we got an altar. It's like, ooh,
chill out.
you are so funny.
I live across the street from Asa. You gonna come out
Meditate.
later, and I'm gonna be outside. Spread eagle, bro.
Hey, just meditate, bro.
Hopefully you
To
got
get
on,
darker.
hopefully you got on clothes.
I'm so done
Negative.
with y'all today.
Why are you laying in the grass on your back?
I'm working on something.
SB said. she
30
likes
minutes. I gotta
chocolate.
turn over.
This is the
I'm
worst
done.
visual I've had on the show by far right now.
You said what?
Me
The
also,
worst visual.
Oh.
It's like,
and it's
nah,
my
bro.
body.
Nah, man. Nah.
Oh my God. Hey y'all.
Hey.
Copper chalice.
Back to sweet potato pie.
Yes.
Wow.
Everybody's got quiet. Like, the segue. There's no segue from this. What do we do? Asa, take the lead, Asa, and go.
All I know is when I heard her say you gotta be in tune, I felt a kill over there in his spirit talking about some in tune, spoon, moon.
Ah, bro,
too
what?
soon. All of that. Yep. Keep talking.
Don't look
Booyah.
at me. She can't sit opposite of me if she ever come
Why
on the show
not?
again. You gotta sit like where Dave is. Switch with Dave and be
It's
the
that
engineer for
laser.
the day.
Oh man,
This that genuine energy.
it is.
I
Big
mean, when I
facts.
look at people, I mean it. I don't talk to just be talking.
Hmm.
If you want to hear me talk, I will share. But if they just want to be about some bull crap, I can't like really.
Energy, SB. I mean, your energy is always big. Because when you mad, you mad.
Did you hear that?
And when you ain't mad, you ain't
Energy
mad.
SB?
Energy.
Did you?
Ooh, ooh, that's all right.
Y'all is so funny.
Welcome to the stage.
I used to babysit Asa when
Energy.
he was a baby.
SB.
That's hard.
And we were fast forward to
We
the
ain't even
next
talk
subject.
about that. Yeah.
Ah.
How was Asa as a child?
No, I used to beg them to put y'all on camera, put them on camera. Isn't it full circle to babysit somebody? They like
Oh,
grown
man.
as hell now. Look at Asa.
Hey.
He's
Shut
so
that
grown.
out.
Oh my God. I used to babysit him when I was a kid. I was so scared too. I was so nervous. It was too many
Very
y'all.
protective.
I
Baby
was.
Asa's like throwing away all the
Well,
food.
because Encore was a baby.
Yeah.
And I'd be upstairs like this. Is he breathing? Is he breathing? Because I was like
Yeah.
12 or 13. I had my own babysitting company as a kid.
Hitting it.
I started off with my own babysitting company, Babies, Bottles, and Biz Babysitting Service. I designed my own business cards. I wanted to get trained. I was med certified. I was like, I had my crisis training. Like I went So yeah.
So
But
the
growing up in a family business,
Yeah.
it showed me that I had to make my own money.
Yeah.
So I've been doing stuff like when I was in high school, I designed business cards and menus for like Coney Islands and hairstylists. So I wanted to make money.
And it's funny. I was talking to somebody yesterday. It was like,
You know what else was funny?
hold on, man.
Yeah, get him.
Oh, silly.
I was talking to somebody yesterday. It was like, man, everybody's trying to start their own business now, and it's like, why? And I'm like, shit, why not? What do you mean? And but the mentality is shifting right now. And like I told the kid, and I ain't hating. Everybody can't do a spaghetti plate with cornbread, but everybody, I do.
Lamb chops.
Lamb chops.
That's the wave right now.
King crab legs. But I do respect everybody trying to be independent and find their own lane as opposed to waiting for something to be given to them every 2 weeks.
Big
Right.
facts.
Because I've been, but it's just dope to hear how that's been something that's been instilled in you from the time since you can remember, apparently.
Yeah, my mom would always say a lot of things are caught and not taught. So nobody ever said you need to own your own business. You need to do stuff for yourself. I just kind of surveyed the premises and was like, okay, that's what we doing? Okay, now I need to figure out how to manifest this for myself. But to your comment, Booze,
Which
Every-
mask were you using?
he's so silly.
She
Everybody
switched
is fun.
masks like
I got one more.
5 times
Yeah, I did.
during the show.
She
Yeah,
said, hold up.
it's so
Say
funny.
the last one.
It's not the last one. I do have another one in the bag. I do want to say that everybody is not supposed to be a business owner, and I think that people need to hear that.
Yeah.
So I think that people make people feel bad for not being a business owner. Like you need to do
Yeah,
something for
yeah.
yourself.
It's an elitist mentality at times.
Yeah, and it's like because here's the thing: we own a business. I need a team. Everybody don't want to own their own shit. Some
Yeah.
people want to work for somebody. Some people want to help you build your dream. We need dream builders.
Yeah.
We need people that are like, I don't want to worry about the lights being on, unemployment taxes, this thing, insurance on a van, this person not coming in, this person coming. We basically eat, sleep, and shit this bakery. Like there's no boundary. Like we in there all the time, making sure everything is together, everything is done. And so I think that you need people that want to help you build that. People that may not want the same responsibility as you, but will help you with the responsibility. So when people during this pandemic, it's like, if you don't come out this pandemic owning your own business with your own whatever, you done wasted it. No, some people need to sit down and take a break and assess what the heck they got going on
Be still.
and be still and listen. And so some people with this whole thought process of like, we need to all own a business. No, because some people don't have the stick-to-itiveness to do it for the long haul.
You need a freaking daytime talk show. You need
I
to
got
get.
so much to talk about. Y'all don't even
That's what I'm saying.
know. It's crazy.
This episode number 1. You're going to have to come back for part 2.
Facts.
Right, because people need to know that. People need a permission,
Yeah.
once again, to know that if
It's
I
okay,
want to
yeah.
work here and do what I want to do, I need to be confident and affirmed and encouraged enough to know that that is okay until that thing changes.
Right.
You don't have to do what everybody else does. If that does not make sense for you. If it don't make sense for you, you don't have to do it. Some people just want to go home to their family
Yeah.
and their husband or wife and children and not have to worry about nothing.
Yeah.
When they clock out the bakery, I'm still there with my mama and my sister, washing dishes, folding boxes, thinking about this, brainstorming about this, changing the floor around, hanging up mirrors on the wall, thinking about the next thing to do. There's some beauty and lack of responsibility in that place. If that's not what makes sense for you. If you don't want that extra stress. Now we know people out here that need the extra. They want that. That's what they crave. And that's fine. We need them. We also need you. The one who's like, I want to help you build your dream. Because my dream is my family. Or whatever the case is. And all that is enough. It's all enough. Okay, I'm done.
That was good.
Excellent.
That was great.
I'm motivated for the month.
I
What
swear,
about
bro.
you guys?
Yeah, Lord. That was phenomenal. You know how I know Booze is really excited about a show, an episode?
Because
he
shuts the
talked
fuck up.
The whole episode.
He did a lot of questions and y'all didn't really say
Shut
too
up.
much. I'm
Ricky,
surprised.
We be trying, but his big booming ass baritone voice. Yeah, so we did
Hold on, dog.
raw.
We only had an hour. That was too short.
Look at that.
fast.
It's big black
facts.
nose and lips.
Old man.
Finally learned how to shut your ass up.
That's him
Y'all
doing
is so
Tobias from
silly.
Black
Hey, boo.
Lightning
I'll
again.
be done after
I mean, we all gonna have
Old Mac.
episodes that
I'm
spark
almost
us or intrigue us. Last episode, you wouldn't let anybody get a word in, Asa. we actually were doing the intro, and Asa just skipped the intro and went straight to the guest. I was like, oh, okay, this is how it's gonna go, huh? Sun, moons, and stars. It's like, oh yeah.
Hey, man.
Well,
Hey,
y'all all
man.
probably have episodes that speak to your spirit in certain type of ways.
Facts.
Thank you.
Maybe not
So,
a kill, but
y'all so
yeah,
silly,
for
so,
the most
you
part.
know.
All of them. Shut up. God, I hate you so
Y'all
much.
is so silly.
All
Uh,
of them speak to my soul.
Nah, but you are dropping jewels left and right for real.
Swear.
Literally.
Plus
and,
inspiration.
and it's dope too because I think it matches the charisma you give off. You know, like what you're speaking. Like it's good to know that your thoughts are also as deep as and dope as your fashion. You know what I mean? Like it's just not the outside that's coming at you in a real fly way. It's also your mind as well. And again, just speaking to people who kind of just ride the wave and putting yarn in and wearing a bunch of crystals or whatever, and there's really no substance to them. Develop yourself as a person too. So this was a dope show. Do you want to plug your places one more time?
Yes, so Sweet Potato Sensations on Gloucester and Grand River across from the Redford Theater. I will say right now we're only open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 12 to 6. Those abbreviated COVID-19 hours right now until we do some staff rebuilding. We are hiring right now. So if anybody is looking for some employment to be somewhere that's safe and progressive, you can join us at Sweet Potato Sensations. Send me an email and I will respond. Nationally Fly Detroit store does run out of Sweet Potato Sensations right now, so I have a lot of cool pieces in there as well. I also do a grief support group for Black women called Where the Black Women Go to Grieve every first and third Monday. It's virtual right now. When it isn't virtual, probably will be virtual until sometime early next year until we figure out what's going on with all of this, what's going on right now. So we don't only have a business in the neighborhood, but we also are of the neighborhood. So we support the neighborhood and what they're doing. I'm also the vice president of Business Association, so I'm very focused on the integrity of our neighborhood and keeping that strong and authentic and powerful. So.
Ooh, I got something I gotta bring you in on. That's an off-air conversation.
Okay.
So why say it on, on the air?
Because I want
Because
to
he
make it
was
seem like
flexing.
I
She
want to
was
make it
like
seem real
Java
cool.
House, yes. Rock House Street from the Java House. Ooh, Black Busters. Gotta shout them out.
Gang, gang.
Yes.
And one thing I want to talk to you about next time when we bring you on is trauma. Just for multiple reasons. One, the city suffers from trauma.
Right.
Me and Akil have a coworker who saw some very traumatic stuff happen recently, and like we've known some traumatic stuff, and it's like, man, there's so much trauma, there's so much pain inside the city on multiple levels. You know that I feel like it's something that I wanted to talk to you about, but I also thought about like let's initially just have this surface kind of show. You know what I mean? What?
Why are you laughing?
My thoughts, my personal thoughts.
You laughed about trauma?
Wow. Hey, you look like a good guy right now. Freaking evil villain.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
what I was thinking about. Tobias on Saturday.
We got to do a whole episode on Black Lightning for Asa.
We
That
should.
was so
I
silly.
love comic. We should do an episode on comics. We got to get somebody who's a comic geek up here with us. But I definitely want to speak to you about that next time we come
Okay,
on.
definitely. I think I mean, I don't know how long y'all have, but that's like a 2-hour situation. We could really talk
We'll do it a 2-hour show.
about that, like for real, because it's a lot, even with Black men and traumas that they've experienced, and then women, and then normalizing mental health in the Black community, all that kind of stuff. I mean, we're not talking about it, and you can't expect to know the call of somebody when there's trauma involved, because you don't even understand somebody trying to love you if you're traumatized by somebody trying to love you. Don't get me, because I got stories. Yeah.
Noted.
Yeah. You don't even understand. You don't even understand what love is because you haven't even drank the water yet. If you don't even know, if you've never been given water, you think it's like somebody trying to drown you. But really, it's feed you.
God dang.
So 40 pounds, sunbathing.
Don't give me. I need
Trip-
time. I do need to talk. I need a show.
XL
my
shirts,
God.
XL work.
This was good. Oh my God. Oh shit. Our viewer ratings and followers just shot through the roof. It went from 25 to 5 million.
Stop shortchanging us, man.
I said 5 million. Oh yeah, 25.
You
Jeez.
so silly. Y'all so
There's
silly.
power in words, man. What is wrong with you?
Well, we at 5 million now.
Gang, gang.
All right. So we end our shows by doing appreciations. This is for anybody, you know.
Okay.
Anything you want to do. So any appreciations you want to give
Of course. So I will be remiss if I don't appreciate, or I always appreciate, but I've said out loud again, appreciate my mama, my black mama, and my black daddy for just crafting and creating such as this and allowing me to be this authentically and unapologetically, no matter what, even when it gets on their nerves. It's like, what is she doing? But they respect it. And my sister for being the ultimate pit bull that holds me down, that keeps me steady, that watches my back, that checks me when she's like, that's a little bit too much. You need, I don't know about that. So, yeah. Most definitely.
Fly
Yes.
Jen.
Thomas family in the house. Woo woo.
Young
out.
Jen.
SB Thomas. Got it.
End of the
SB
show, you got the
Thomas.
jewels.
Asa, Akil.
Oh, thank you.
I'm over
Go
here
ahead,
watching the kill glow right now.
I'm always glowing,
The
baby.
sun's at his back, bro.
Yeah.
I'm always glowing, baby.
My knees glowing if that's the case, all right?
All right.
Always glowing, my baby.
Haters in the air. I would like to give my appreciation to Matt created it because the food was slapping this week.
Oh my God.
And I had vegan mock salmon croquettes.
So what, bro? So
Yeah.
what?
So yeah, that's how I'm playing it. I'm just my gratitude was more of a flex, but Matt created it.
So
It's
what?
the Instagram handle MAG.
Big
created
deal.
It.
Big deal.
That's my stomach growl.
Got a phenomenal chef
Mm-hmm.
in your inner circle. Big deal, champ. Huh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
buddy.
so silly.
I got a friend
Pissing
named
me
Champ
off.
too.
Akil, you want to give an
Facts.
appreciation? Or you want to keep taking shots at Allie?
I want
Cause
to
I
appreciate.
could have sworn she's about to get that green belt. That's not.
I want
that's
to
not the
appreciate
smoothest
Matt
move,
created it
bro.
too.
Bear claw.
Rip your face off. Overkill.
They had a guest
Stomp
instructor
your
come
head.
in one class, and he was like, all right, everybody attack. We club attack. Blah blah blah. Everybody was going up. This was her first time in the class, and I don't think she knew it just do what you're told, and she went all out. Cluck cluck. Ah! Next thing you know, 3 seconds later, he was on the floor, like trying to cover himself because the higher up instructors are instructed not to touch or respond or hit a lesser belt. But anyways, she took that motherfucker to the flow. So, AKA Akil, you might want to turn that down.
Yeah, I'm definitely not of a higher belt, so I ain't got to worry.
Hey.
She would have to let me attack her.
Get
Isn't
your
that
freak.
right? Is that how that works?
I don't think let would be the
Whatever, bro.
I don't know.
My appreciations. Oh shoot, that's a perfect segue right there. 36 Chambers University. Instructor Aku, Instructor Ghost, Instructor Cedric, Instructor Northleg, Instructor Vaughn. Yo, them dudes are making me level up. Just, you know what I'm saying, being in their presence. And I'm not physically in their presence because we're doing Zoom classes.
Yeah.
But just being in this virtual, as they call it, the virtual dojo, they make you level up by the purity, the intensity of the training that they're giving us. And they make you stay disciplined because you get homework. And you got a strict time period to turn that homework in. 11:59 p.m. on Wednesdays. At 11:30ish, Instructor Northleg is like, hey, and he calling you out by name. Hey, Kill, Booze, XYZ, where is your homework? And you literally, because you don't want to be the one in the class looking like a goofball, like you didn't train, you are literally in, you know what I'm saying, wherever you doing your homework, wherever you training. I said, don't mimic me right now. I get thrown off very easily. All right, Jesus. Like you are literally, speaking for myself, spending hours trying to perfect this one portion, and they just keep adding on to the discipline. So my appreciation goes out to 36 Chambers University instructors and my class, because we got some fly people in my class. So that's that. Booze is in my class. Rada.
Nice segue
Rada,
to the last
Rada,
one for the
Rada.
presentation.
But yeah, we got a fly class. I could probably name the whole class right now, but that would just be goofy.
Yeah, make me feel special. Don't go through everybody. Oh wow, and it's funny too because you like I'm watching people turn in their homework now, and I'm like, oh, you are a savage.
But hey,
You get it in, you get it in, man.
That's what I'm saying.
But it definitely is good discipline. It's definitely good philosophy to help you grow as a person, internally and externally, man. My appreciation goes to, it's going to be more vague, but to all the bold and
Unapologetically.
people who are themselves out there, right?
Gang, gang.
Because you people are the ones who help other people be themselves, man. I mean, like, and that's real because, shit, when you meet somebody like Asa, man, like, Asa is
Unapologetically.
himself at all times, man. And you watch how dropping him in a crowd of people influences. You drop an SB in a crowd of people and it influences. And like these people are the ones who change the world. They shape people. They shape the world around them, right? And help people be better.
Easy water.
Easy water.
And we'll go through that in a different episode. If we ever get
Shout out
KT
to
on here, then this
KT.
show is going international,
KT
galactic.
will be here tomorrow. Actually,
You
today.
If
KT is in town today.
if we had KT on the show, we
Why
would
you saying
need a
if?
translator. When we have KT on the show, we need a translator. The dude is so smart.
Man, we should do another show
The
tomorrow.
systematic electronic converter belt
Bro.
is like what I just fixed onto the magnetic
Oh my God,
manipulative.
bro.
I'd be like, bro.
I
bro.
take portions of his lessons and that's how I study when it comes to people on his level. I just take small portions. Let me study 10% of what he just said today.
Dave said,
Well, this was a great episode, guys. Excellent episode. SB, all the jewels dropped. Dave, you can take us out, but thank you all for tuning in. Peace.
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 Bye, y'all. Thanks for